guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. Now, I have been saying that I am starting something, and I have already started it. I am, what's the date today? We are 6 days in, my lovelies. We are almost a week in. And that, I mentioned I was looking to do the 75 hard challenge. Whew! Guys, I have not got time for 2 workouts. Honestly, when I read that, I was like, or maybe not. And to drink a gallon of water, I believe that's almost 4 litres. I was like, jeez Louise. So I looked through the options and there was a 75 soft challenge. So classic Shannon style, we are doing a 75 soft-ish. So the rules of 75 soft is a progress picture every day, to follow a meal plan, read 10 pages of a book, drink 2 litres of water, and to do 1 45-minute workout a day. Well, I have been very good, and the only thing that I'm kind of struggling with, guys, I can't lie, is getting the water intake. So what I'm actually doing is, it's not so much a daily vlog. There will be little update vlogs coming along for the 75-day challenge, and it will be little bits of like what I'm eating, how I'm doing, like trying some new workouts and bits and bobs. They're not going to be like full vlogmas episodes, because you're probably going to be seeing my face a little bit more than you normally would right now. So I don't want to bore you with that, but I will probably do little check-ins on a few little days here and there, and I'll show you what I'm eating, what I'm having like as opposed to snacking, how I'm getting on with my water intake, as I say, because 6 days in, and that seems to be the thing that I am most struggling with. My version of it, I don't take progress pictures every day. I don't know what it is, my lovelies. I don't feel like I would see the difference if I done it every day, so I'm doing mine 1 a week. There is also a condition within some of these 75 soft challenges of moderately drinking alcohol. Now, Mum is doing dry January, and I don't believe I said I was doing dry January. I'm sure you will tell me if I did, but I think I just wanted to cut back on a lot of stuff. So we went out to London on Sunday and we had our first pint of 2025. So what I'm going to take from that is I'm going to have 1 drink 1 day a week. So whether that be after work, if I fancy a little thing of mulled wine, or whether it's on a weekend, I fancy a pint, or on a weekend, I fancy a Baileys. It won't be copious amounts. It will literally be that 1 drink. So whatever it be, whether it be a glass of Baileys, a pint glass of Baileys, a pint of mulled wine, a glass of mulled wine, to whatever quantity, it will just be 1 drink 1 day per week. And I think that way it won't then feel so much like, not a burden, but if I feel like, you know what, I really fancy a drink tonight, I can have that one, and then in my head I'm like, well, you've had your one for the week, Nasha. So as I say, I held out on last week. I held right out to the Sunday and treated myself with an ice cold lager from Red Dog. There will be a vlog coming very soon, guys, because we went to the serial killer exhibition. Oh my god, amazing. The workout side, now, have I physically done a workout? No. Have I been looking in front of the TV and swinging my legs everywhere? No. But what I have been doing is I have been getting all of my steps in. So I've been aiming for 5,000 a day, because I just think there's no way I can do 10,000 a day, not in the job that I'm in. I'm in quite an office-based job, and I try and get out as much as I can. But we have actually been going for some walks early mornings. Sometimes when I've been coming home from work, we've been going for a walk, walking down to the shops, having a good old mooch around them shops to get them steps in. And then London was almost 11,000. So I definitely feel like the workout side will come. I have my Pilates board, which I actually need to set up. And guys, when I do a little like updated vlog of the house, not having the Christmas tree there looks so bare. And I said to Dan, I was like, I need something to go there. And he's like, you don't. I'm actually looking at it now thinking, that space ain't too bad, because I can actually put my yoga mat down and then I can put my workouts on the TV. So maybe for the moment, I am going to leave it as it is. Just for the moment. I'll say that, and then you'll probably see like plants and vases and candles and lamps and coffee tables in there. You know, that's one thing we actually haven't got, a coffee table. But we're judging the space. and we have a huge table behind us. So if need be, we just put the drinks on there, or we're very careful and put them on the floor. Very careful. So I would say like my workouts are incorporating my steps at the moment, and where we live we're quite lucky, we're near a country park, so it's quite like hilly and mountainous, so we get a good little workout from a little 20-30 minute walk over there, and then as I say, coming back we try and aim for 45 minutes to an hour, and before you know it you've done your 5,000 steps. In terms of reading, I can wholeheartedly say I've been doing good with my reading. I've been doing 10 pages a day. I have loved getting back into my book. I definitely find it's a way to calm down. Depending on what time I'm in work, I'll wake up and read a few pages in the morning, or me and Dan will head up to bed a little bit earlier of an evening and we will just sit for say like the last half hour and read. Dan's onto his new book, I'm into my book, and it's actually a nice way to just relax. We go up, turn the heating off because heating will be boiling, get into bed. I'll have a fruity, Dan might have a little hot chocolate or a coffee, and we just chill for a good, like I would say, half hour, 40 minutes. And then that way you actually feel like you unwind, and anything we need to do on the phones, we do as we get into bed, and then it's literally phones down and we're reading a book. So I definitely do find I'm enjoying the challenge with regards to the reading side. In terms of the water, I've done good today. I've done a litre today, I can't lie. But I just get bored, guys. I've tried putting lemon in it. I've tried putting fruit in it. But everyone says don't put squash in it, because my PT used to say if you put squash into water, your body like digests it differently. And I'm like, it then defeats the whole point of drinking the water, to be perfectly honest. So that is a little bit annoying, but I'm not quite at the 2 litre mark yet. I'm getting to about a litre a day, and then I'm kind of like, and also the thing is, guys, I don't want to drink too much, especially when I'm at work, because I've got like an hour and 15 drive. I do not want to be getting caught short when I'm on a drive, or if I get stuck in the motorway. Like, can you imagine the catastrophe? So there is the 75 medium challenge. I'm not too sure what that is. I didn't look too much into that. But if any of you guys are on any type of challenge or new fitness, another one that you guys told me about was the keto diet. Keto? I think it's keto. And I did look into that, and that was actually very, very interesting. I can't lie. I was wondering how the substitutions and the quantities would be able to sustain someone. But from what I can see, it's had great results. So I'm not chucking myself into anything drastic at the moment. As I say, I've reduced my snacking a lot. I can't tell you, I go to sleep and I feel like my throat's been cut. Last night we were sitting in bed and I was like, I could so just demolish a big bag of Doritos. But I'd been really good and I'd had a little bit of watermelon, and I was like, no, watermelon's my last thing, because I'm trying to fast as well, at least 12 to 14 hours fasting from when I last ate the night before. And I'm like, no, I'll be good. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, I could still do with them Doritos. That is the thing that I'm missing most, my savoury snacks. It's hard, okay? It's hard. Breakfast, I'm slowly getting into breakfast. Having like a little bit of fruit and a yogurt, maybe a porridge pot. I tend to have like a nice lunch. If, say for example, tonight I'm cooking a lasagna. Very, very healthy. It's not a huge dish like me and mum normally have. It's scaled back portions. So I will probably take a bit of that into work tomorrow for my lunch. If not, I'm just having like one of my little noodle pots, just something to keep me going until dinner. We're also trying not to have dinner so late. So what's the time now? It's 9:25. I think dinner's got about 10 minutes left. We like to try and be done for like 8 o'clock. Tonight is a little bit later because I've had to cook everything from scratch for another video that's coming. It's in the pipeline. Another series is coming back, guys. But yeah, I've actually really enjoyed getting back into the reading. I've enjoyed trying to get my steps in, I can't lie. And I've also enjoyed looking into the different workouts. As I say, I've got my Pilates board. Once that gets set up, I'm actually at mum's tomorrow, so I will be picking up my yoga mats. And looking at it now, that space could be quite easy. You know what I'm going to end up doing? I'm going to end up filling that space with a workout gear. I just know that's what's going to happen. But yeah, it's all about trying to adjust. And as I say, I'm not going into it if you've been with me, I've kind of been like up and down with my weight and relationships with food and how I get into fitness. I've not gone back to like Dominican stage where I'm in the gym 6 days a week. I'm literally restricting my calories down to sometimes 3 digits, not even like over 1,000. I'm not like that. I'm just scaling back, eating in moderation. But as I say, when Mother Nature, it's her weekend, I'm actually quite worried because I don't want to undo the work that I've done previously. But if I want a bit of ice cream, I'm not going to sit there and eat full fat like Haagen-Dazs. I'll maybe have Halo Top. So I'll trill. I will still try to find something that I want, but just a slightly healthier option, because I think if you really do restrict yourself, and I've been there when I had my Dominican phase, I lost just under 2.5 stone in 6 months, but my first 4 weeks I was regimental. I was at the gym 5 o'clock every morning for an hour. I then would go to the gym on a Saturday from 6 till I wouldn't come home till maybe 12, 1 o'clock. Would be like a 5-mile walk. I'd do 3 classes. I would restrict my calories so much. As I say, some days I wasn't even hitting 1,000 calories. Don't get me wrong, the weight fell off, but it's not sustainable. And I would have loved to have sat here and said, yeah guys, I'm doing the 75 hard. Woo! No, because realistically, I'm not going to have time for 2 45-minute workouts. I'm lucky if I've got time for 1 45-minute workout. But as I say, it's just trying to think, well, if I can't do that, I'm going to try and increase my steps. And just little bits and bobs just to try and make little changes. And you will see in the vlog of when we've gone to London, I'm in my Florence and Fred jeans. Now, I couldn't get them on when I come back off holiday. Absolutely not. I tried them on when we went out. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of, you know, like the jumping and the pulling the leg. There was a lot of that, but I've got them on. So for me, I was really happy. Like Dan come up and I was like, oh, I've managed to fit in my jeans. And he was like, okay. And I was like, I couldn't do that before. And he was like, you look lovely. I was like, thanks. And I felt good, and I feel good in them now. Like, I look at them, my legs do look still like a lump of pork with like a crackling rind on it, but it's not a problem. I'm always gonna have big thighs. Even if you remember back in those days when I was gymming it 6 days a week, my thighs got bigger. And if you remember, Mama G used to say to me, Shan, you're going to the gym, but why are your legs getting bigger? Because I was working the muscles. I'm always gonna have big thighs. I can't change that. It's just the way it is. But if I can try and maybe lose a bit of my muffin top, try and reduce the old bingo wings and lose the double chins, I think it'll be a good old day, my lovelies. But yeah, as I say, it was just a little impromptu video to say this is what I'm doing, because there will be little bits and I'll be speaking about it in other vlogs. But yeah, as I say, it's just to let you know I'm on a little bit of a challenge to see if I can actually do it. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. And let me know, is anyone else on a 75-day challenge? Have you tried the 75 hard? Are you doing any form of diet, any different type of exercise? Let me know, because I do really want this year to try and get back into fitness, but to do it like of a moderate level, you know, not something that's so regimental. I wanted to get into my boot camps. I'm not going to lie to you, my lovelies, it's expensive. For boot camps, I think it was coming into about £50–60 a month, which before, back in the day, Shannon wouldn't have minded. Shannon now has a mortgage and bills to pay, and that money, I'm like, oh my God, that's almost 3/4 of my gas and electric. Like, and I need to get myself back on track with with finances before I look into fitness, you know. So I thought if I've got the board, I can have a little play around on the TV. You download the channel and the apps and everything like that. And I thought it's in the comfort of my house. If I look like a tit, to be perfectly honest, because I am going to, if you know what Reformer Pilates is, it's kind of like you're on a board and you can pull your legs out and all that. This is like a board and you do all that with resistance bands. If anyone looked in, I would look like an absolute prat. I'm not going to lie, I absolutely would. But I'm in the comfort of my home. I can do it in a big baggy tracksuit. I can do it in my gym wear if I'm feeling good. I haven't got to worry like, oh God. Trust me, then blinds and curtains will be closed when I'm doing that. But yeah, it's all little changes. And as I say, I'm getting on now, guys. I'm 30 this year. So I need to start looking after myself and not being so self-indulgent. But as I say, I do apologise for rambling. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely week. This will be going up Tuesday. And as I say, I will let you know over on community posts that should have already been up what the uploads for this week are. Because I think you're getting 6 this week. To be honest, I think you're getting 6 every week this month, because there's just a few new bits and bobs I want to try and series and see what we do. But yes, take care, my lovelies. Stay safe as always. And I will see you tomorrow for a new one. But I don't know what it is. Whatever it may be. Bye.